What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here at Brevard College Disc Golf Course, and we are going to be looking at a specific type of disc, and it's going to be kind of a review, kind of a comparison, and kind of a I actually kind of need to work on some stuff still. And that disc type is your fast, extremely overstable distance driver. And when I say fast, I don't mean Firebird. I mean really fast, like 12 speed. Today we have the Skystone, which you've seen out here before. Well, maybe not out here, but you have seen on the channel before. Feels great, flies amazing. Didn't think I needed a slot like this in my bag until this winter. And as the wind is picking up, I need a lot more stability. But to compare and to test out for the first time, because I've never thrown one of these before, we have an Innova Excalibur, and this is in champion plastic. Let's see how the Excalibur 12504 compares with the PD2 12404 champion versus basically Star Plastic swirly S-line. We're going to play a collection of holes out here, just the tee shots and maybe some up shots, and let's see how overstable these discs really are. Starting on hole number one, we're going to start it off right with Big Flex forehand, Skystone, and then Excalibur. Oh, they're beefy. So while the Firebird slot is great, and it works for a lot of cases and a lot of instances, there are some times when you need that amount of stability, but 50, 75 feet further. And what I was reaching a conclusion on when I did all of the traveling and playing in wind, and now actually playing down here in Brevard where it's wide open and there's a lot of wind, is my discs are actually a lot flippier than I gave them credit for, based off of the wind. Because I'm used to playing at elevation in the woods, so I don't really get to see necessarily super flip out of my discs. So I was having to readjust the entire idea of what my bag needs to be based off of when I play at lower elevation, when I play open courses. And this stability of disc, as far as distance driver goes, is something that I really was lacking in, because the most stability I had was a time lapse, and the time lapse flipped up to flat. These discs, I don't know if they'll flip up to flat. I don't think they will. I think I'm going to have to flex them. We're about to see that. To give a disclaimer before anything actually goes wrong with the discs, it is very cold out, and discs typically tend to be more overstable as it gets colder. So with it being as cold as it is, and when I say cold and windy, the flurries, literal snow flurries, stopped 15 minutes ago. It is chilly, it is cold, it is very windy, so it's the perfect time to test out some overstable plastic. We're on the tee pad of hole number 5. We want to get as much distance as possible, but we don't want to go in the woods. We can definitely not go in the woods with these. So I'm going to actually give these some flex, some Anheuser on the backhand. We're going to go Excalibur first. Oh, that's beefy. That was a terrible release. But a disc with this much stability will fix a lot of your problems. You can torque it over as hard as you want to, and it will skip back to the middle of the fairway, apparently. There's your stability. Boom, big skip. So while the Skystone is amazing, and you can get it in a whole bunch of different plastics and stuff, PD2s, Discmania is a little bit more expensive than Innova. So it's a little bit difficult to find a C-line PD2 right now. But you can go get, I bought this Champ Excal yesterday for $18. So as far as pricing is concerned, Innova is still one of the better ones. Not saying that I'm going to go everything Innova, because I've already been that route and I kind of know what I like at this point, but I've never had quite this much stability, so I'm still exploring. I'm gonna grab both of the drivers, then we're gonna meet in the middle, then we're gonna make an upshot from there. Wait, never mind. They went too far. They were too amazing. Let's just go throw another tee shot. I really like 5 and 7 of this course for wind testing purposes, because they play in opposite directions and they're on either side of this big wide open area. So you have a headwind on one hole, you have a tailwind on the other one. We have a tailwind on that hole, now we have a head crosswind. So we're gonna give these, try to go flat to hyzer and just give him everything we got. It's 370 to the basket. Excal was first, so now it's the Skystone. I might have had the distance. Let's try the Excal now. So I was giving them a little bit of Anheuser, and the Excal, weirdly enough, is flatter but has more glide, and I think the Excalibur might actually be a little bit less stable than the PD2. I think the PD2 is more beef. I was really planning on starting to back that Excal. I probably will, and I'll just learn the angle of control a little bit better, because I'm trying to not be exclusively like Discmania in a lot of things. But the PD2 is too good of a disc. I think I am going to make sure that there's a PD2 if I do play any like really big wide open courses. I think there's going to be a PD2 in my bag. But for December, for the rest of December, we're going to have this green Champion Excal. So maybe I'll get more used to it. Let's go throw one more backhand and one more flex forehand. And let's see how the disc handles more wind. All right, our backhand hyzer hole, 350 feet. Push up there, hook left. Guess what these do? Push up and then hook left. So Champ Excal is up on the tee first on this hole, and it's basically a straight headwind. Right in my face. It is so cold right here. Okay, that was far enough, but it flipped up. I threw it on hyzer and it flipped up. I don't like that. Yeah. I don't know what is going on with that Excalibur. I don't know if I got a fraud one, but that's Champion plastic. That's max weight Champion plastic Excalibur, and it flipped up into a headwind that a Swirly S-Line PD2 stayed on hyzer. Well, we're still going to try the flex forehand, but I'm already assuming that Excalibur is basically a super bomber PD2. It's not really a PD2. It's really overstable, and it's more overstable than a destroyer, but it's not quite PD2 level. Okay, last tee shot. We're gonna go PD2 PD2 first because Excalibur was first on the last tee. This is a flex forehand as far as you can push it, but it's a forehand, so it should still be getting to the right. That white arrow is 375-ish, so this is going to be as hard as I can throw it, and I probably won't reach it. Oh, that's so overstable. Yeah, so get excited for the PD2 in my bag next season, but for the rest of the year, get excited for that Champ X-Cal. It's going to be real easy to see. It's one of the main draws to that specific disc was camera picks up that color so well. So hopefully we'll be able to see a lot of real big flex shots and headwind drives and stuff with it. Hopefully you enjoy content like this. If so, please make sure to like the video. If you want to see new stuff, make sure to comment all that down below. Please make sure to subscribe. It helps you guys out with the subscriber only giveaways. And if we can hit 1,500 subscribers before Christmas, I'm going to be adding an extra disc into the giveaway just for the subscribers. So until then, see you out on the course.